All right. Hat problems. Top of the morning. It is got it right there. 9:23. Mika just went to work. Good grief. Excuse me. I'm super sore from working out last night. So hopefully that goes away. What's going on today? Not much. I'm gonna hang out with Papa later on tonight. I get you kids tomorrow, Tori, Aiden, and Carson. Skylar was tripping this morning. Had to be put to bed. What you gonna do? So we have something to address today. We have I have issues with all of you, every single one of you. Mika, Hezzy, Tori, Aiden, Carson, Leah, Skylar. No, Skylar gets a pass on this one. Dad, Mom, Rose, Lena, Alyssa. Why do you guys think it's okay to not tell me how nasally I sound? I sound like I'm talking like this. Yeah, I've been listening to some of these videos I've made to make sure I didn't say nothing stupid. You know, I gotta think a couple hours in videos now. I sound ridiculous. I think I need to train my voice to talk like this, and I'll be like, hey, what's going on, Aiden? You know, you guys don't do this, don't do that. This is your father. Does that sound better? I'm just kidding. So anyway, yeah, I think I'm gonna start a show today called Narcos. You know, I like drug cartel movies and gangster flicks and stuff like that. I think they're really interesting. Mika don't. She don't like movies like that much, but I do. So yeah, I'll probably start that today. Tori, you got a basketball game on Saturday. Why am I so tired? I need some vitamins or something. Yeah, so Tori's got a basketball game. Leah, tomorrow's Friday. Ooh. So you get to go. Hat struggle. Look at this hat, man. Look at this hair. Look at this silky hair. Silky smooth. Tuck that in there. We don't wanna run that for the camera. So what else? No, I'm not gonna do no music right now. I'll probably I'll probably do that in a little bit. I think I'm gonna get you guys some I don't know how. I guess I'll have to find some clean versions of some songs so we don't corrupt your young fragile mind. Okay. I think I'm gonna go to the sauna when Hezzy gets home again. I've been reading a lot about that, and you know what I've been reading on is meditation. I've been reading about meditation, and you know, it's interesting. You know, I used to think to be successful at meditating, you had to just have this blankness in your mind, just this total thoughtless mentality going on during meditation. And you know, it turns out that's not, you know, actually what's required. You know, what's required is you know, finding a peace with your thoughts, you know, being able to remove them, you know, your negative thoughts, you know, not really remove your positive thoughts, but just try to just clear your mind, you know, and you start off very gradually. I did about well, I haven't done none, but I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start today. I'm gonna start meditating. Um, I read this story about this man who was he was going to prison, and while you go to county and you wait to go to prison. That's how that works. But he was in county, and he had this cellie, and the cellie told him, he was like, I guess this cellie was in and out, in and out, in and out. And the guy who wrote this article, he was doing 15 years. So, the guy was telling him, like, hey man, it's gonna change you. It's gonna make you hate, teach you to hate. And the guy was like, kind of like a hippie, free spirit, whatever. And so he was like, no, that's not me. That's not who I am, And the guy was like, look, that's the environment. That's the environment. It breeds hatred. So, time went on, and he's standing in this line. Everybody uses phones. And in the article, he's saying he's standing in the... forget this. In the article, he's saying he's standing in the line to use the phone, and there's a black guy on the phone. And some, piece of shit skinhead, and they all are. That I'm not using that term loosely. They're terrible people. I beat one up in county last time I went there because he said something very inappropriate. But yeah, he's standing in line. Skidhead comes up to him, says, "Hey, look at this guy." And there's this guy on the phone, the black guy, and he's talking to, his, I'm guessing it's his girl, how the article reads, and he's like, you be, how dare you, not come and visit me, I need money, I need food, and you better do it, B, and lotta, right? And so, the skinhead tells the guy who wrote the article, he was like, can you believe this N-word? And everybody's got to run with the right race. So the guy he's like, yeah, okay, like, just, he's not gonna, go against the grain, make a problem. So he's just like, kind of passes him off. And so, time goes by, and he's seeing more and more of this racism and segregation. Segregation is when races are separated, for Carson Naden. I'm guessing Kalia's probably not going to watch many of these, but who knows. So anyway, the guy starts reading on Buddhism, which I don't know a lot about Buddhism. I just know it's very accepting of everything, and when you accept everything, you end up taking in some of the bad too. So that's my my shy information on it. So he's meditating in his cell, and I'd imagine, this is what I imagine. He's like, in his cell, trying to find peace in this chaos. And the skinhead comes out, different guy, completely different guy, different time. It's years later, I'm guessing from the story. And so the guy says, it comes to his cell. Sometimes they have the cell doors open. You could kind of, socialize and whatever. So, he goes to his cell. He says, "Hey, hey man, I don't have nobody to, help me out. You think I get a soup from you? I'm really hungry. I'm really hungry." And so, the guy's like, in his head, he's like, because he's trying to meditate. He's trying to, do his daily routine. You learn to do routines in jail. It's just the way it goes. If you don't have a routine, you're going to get in trouble, you're going to make problems, talk to the wrong people, interact the wrong way, etc. So and that's in life too. If you take those same principles and apply them to your life, find a routine, wake up in the morning, make your bed, get your breakfast, find some time to get your backpacks ready and all this stuff. You guys are kids, but Tori and Hezi, as you get older, learn to find some peace in your morning so your day could start off peaceful, and maybe you can run that pattern throughout the day and, have a positive day. So anyway, he, the guy, oh, can I have a soup, whatever, and the guy's like, all right, dude, here, take a soup, get away. He doesn't say that, but in his head, he's like, okay, all right. So I'm guessing he was like, yeah, man, here you go, brother. Here's a suit, and the guy, oh, thank you. I was like, yeah. Okay, go away. I finished my routine. And so as he's sitting there, he starts thinking about the guy that told him like you're going to develop this hatred. And so he thought he meant like towards other races, towards this, that, and the other. So what he found out he's developing is this hatred for his own kind. Because same as me, I've had people come up to me and try to talk this jabber. I stand firm on everything I say. So you're gonna say something to me about blacks this, blacks that. I'll be like, hey homie, my wife's black. My daughter's black, my stepkids are black, my kids are Mexican. Like, you got something to say, you're saying it to the wrong one. It's just how I do it. I don't compromise. There's a difference between just shutting up when you don't need to say nothing versus somebody invading your space and offending you. You don't tolerate that. And sometimes you let it go. If it ain't big enough, you let it go. But if it's somebody that you're seeing all the time and they think they're going to have this banter with you, yeah, you definitely need to check them. So, what the guy found out is that he ends up having this hatred towards his own race, and so he's sitting there and he's really thinking about it. Now I messed up his whole meditation, just messed it up. And, now he's got all these negative thoughts, but they're not about the guy, they're about himself. And he's like, well, why am I having this hatred towards this man? Like, what did this man really just do? We know his beliefs. He's a racist piece of shit, plain and simple. But what did he really just do? Okay, so what did he do? He came up to the man, knocked, said, hey, I'm lonely. I have no one. And chances are he burned his own bridges, stole his grandma's necklace, did some things to, his parents, his kids, his nieces and aunts and nephews and all these people, whatever he did. Maybe he, slapped his grandpa or, stole his mom's purse, stuff like that. Just, stuff that we do in addictions that cause us to, make people separate from us. Especially when you don't get right, it becomes more and more of an issue. So anyway, he said, I'm lonely. I got nobody, nobody to even buy me a suit, county they're 97 cents. In prison, I think they're like 33, so not even anybody that'll, float him a $33 cent suit. And so he says that, he's processing. Okay, that's the first thing he said. What else did he say? He said, I'm hungry. I'm hungry. And there's a difference between somebody being hungry because they just want to eat. And like this big old chubby guy coming up to me telling me he's hungry. Like, dude, get out of here. Like, you ain't hungry. You've been eating. Or somebody who runs out of food, now they want to eat yours. It's not the same thing. This guy just came up and said, hey, I'm legit hungry. And so, now he's looking at it from a perspective that I have hatred towards this man who has nobody and came and told me he has nobody and he's hungry. What kind of person am I becoming? So, time goes on. He goes to fire camp and meets some other people. And, you develop bonds anywhere you go. You go to work, you have a work friend. You go to school, you have a school friend. You go to Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, basketball, gymnastics, ballet, whatever. You develop bonds with people that you click with. Same thing. Same thing. Jail, prison, rehab, AA. You develop bonds, and some are healthy, and you need to learn to distinguish. Some will get you in trouble. Some will get you in trouble. So, anyway, that's something I guess I felt like I wanted to talk about. As I'm gonna try to sharpen my senses on these different how would I say that? Different lifestyle activities, that can help you, brighten your mood, brighten your mindset, brighten your day. And why is my right shoulder like that? Brighten your day and, make you just an overall better person. So, yeah, think about that. Maybe start some of these good habits young, and God bless you. And in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.